Hello there and welcome to another fun talk about when are we actually going to see some true winter weather? When is the snow going to really be coming eastward? Of course, we've had tons and tons over the west. You can see those numbers lit up like a Christmas tree. Let's take the grand old tour of snow cover on the ground right now. Not much at all. You have to go well into the far interior northeast, up into New England to see really anything. Across the middle of the country, okay, it's been a perfectly fine, nice, cold batch at time, plenty of snow at time winter for the northern plains into the upper Midwest. Right now on the ground, still a decent amount. This has been the snow zone, the Pacific jet stream just blasting across portions of the West Coast. That is not a typo. 144 inches in the Sierra Nevada mountains. This is crazy stuff. Pineapple Express of tons of moisture blasting across the country. Not just significant when it comes to the amount of snow and rainfall across the West Coast. It's affected temperatures and the overall pattern across the country as well. We will see a nice blast, good amount of troughing coming down. That is some very cold air, but it's short-lived. Late this week into the weekend, including across portions of the I-95, the rest of the East Coast. That moves on out, and yes, there's some big-time cold pushing back in towards south-central Canada, in towards portions of the northern plains, but overall, we moderate again to nothing really that cold across much of the east. We'll get another injection of some cold air further off towards the west. You can definitely see some big-time cold air staying off towards the northwest, but this is not a super cold pattern for anybody. In fact, it's going to be a very warm pattern as we go into next week. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Here's the system. This is going to be pushing on in through portions of Ohio, decent amount of snow up in Ottawa and Toronto. Front moves through the Pittsburgh area and south, and it's all about the warm sector for the east. We're talking about a lot of rain, a good ½ inch to a widespread inch or so of rain, and then back in snow. Notice the winds are going to be coming out of the north here. That is lake enhancement in towards portions of northern Ohio and in towards the Appalachians as well. More wraparound snow in towards much of Ontario and Quebec. Could even be some gusty winds there with that frontal boundary that's going to move through across portions of the East Coast. Big area of high pressure, not much going on across portions in the middle of the country. Another system, like you need it in California and portions of the West Coast. This low moves through. More of a jet stream again blasting in towards portions of the West Coast, bringing more rounds of moisture, more rain there. Heavy at times, intermountain snow could add up to a few more feet. We'll take a look at that. Let's start off with the east. Okay, a little bit of snow. Just a little bit for most. It's only going to be really a couple inches or so at the absolute most across much of the northeast. Once you get up in towards Ontario and Quebec, that's where it's a decent snowstorm, and if everything can go right, a decent lake effect event, Buffalo to Cleveland, but we'll have to see. There should be enough lake enhancement to get a few to several inches out of it. Not much across the middle of the country as we go through with this system and beyond. It's going to be a fairly quiet pattern for the next week, but yes, still a big deal event for the west. A widespread area of 5 to 10 to 20 inches of snow once you get into the higher elevations, and then the Sierra Nevadas just continue to get absolutely crushed in what is going to go down as a pretty remarkable near record type year. What isn't remarkable is the amount of winter conditions across the east. It's just going to continue to be well above average over the course of the next week or so, and really into the next 2 weeks. I think we got some changes late month. It'll be cooler across the west, nothing too crazy. Precipitation-wise, absolutely blasting in with that continued amount of moisture well above average for much of the west. But that Pacific jet is strong enough to where it does carry a decent amount of systems off towards the east as well. So while it might not be a lot of snow, there will be a lot of moisture off towards the east as well.